is John Paul Rye. I'm doing pop culture, celebrity news, stuff like that, and this here is an article about Jerry Seinfeld and how he is to direct and star in a Netflix movie, Unfrosted, about invention of Pop-Tarts. So, I am actually a pretty big Seinfeld fan, or I was back in the day. I don't watch it so much anymore, but I still find it kind of interesting what Seinfeld's up to, so I figured I'd cover this, and there's been a lot of Death vs. Heard news, so once in a while, gotta get into something different. They start off, what's the deal with Jerry Seinfeld? The legendary comedian and sitcom star has found a new vehicle for his neurotic sense of humor as he's set to direct, produce, and star in the Netflix comedy Unfrosted, which chronicles the invention of the Pop-Tart. By the way, I'm in Japan and we don't have Pop-Tarts here. Haven't had one in quite a while. I guess I could order them on Amazon, but sometimes they charge like $50 for shipping on like random stuff, so looks like I'm gonna have to go without it. Deadline broke the news, reporting that Seinfeld co-wrote the script with Spike Fernstein and Barry Marder. The film is inspired by a joke that Seinfeld once told on stage and later unpacked for the New York Times in a video you can watch below. Production is expected to start next year. Man, they always report on this stuff so early. Like, a year is a really fucking long time. Like, it's gonna happen a year from now. I guess it will, and I guess they've got the full intentions, but just saying, they always report so early on stuff. And here's the reason that he wanted to make the content he's making about Pop-Tarts and not something, I don't know, a little bit more serious and heavy of a subject. Stuck at home watching endless sad faces on TV, I thought this would be a good time to make something based on pure silliness. So we took my Pop-Tart stand-up bit from my last Netflix special and exploded it into a giant, crazy comedy movie, Seinfeld told Deadline. Seinfeld is the latest A-lister to make movies for Netflix, which earlier this week signed a pact with Steven Spielberg's Amblin Partners that came on the heels of Netflix's $450 million deal for 2 Knives Out sequels starring Daniel Craig. Sounds very generic. I won't be seeing it. But that's a different video. Seinfeld has never really done a live-action feature before, as his movie credits are limited to the 2002 documentary Comedian and the 2007 animated film B-Movie, which I think's like, that CGI B. Not sure why Seinfeld did that either. Seemed like just a voice acting gig or something like that. Unfrosted may be an unusual idea for a movie, but if anyone can make something out of nothing, it's Seinfeld, whose sitcom is surely among the greatest TV shows of all time. I just want to know if he's playing the inventor of the Pop-Tart or the Pop-Tart itself. Stay tuned. You noticed I skipped a word because I would have screwed it up. Anyway, I gotta agree, his show is probably one of the greatest of all time. Even if you don't like it, just the sheer popularity that the show gained, the sheer numbers it pulled in, was pretty phenomenal. So you guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. I guess I'd check this out. I mean, why not? But like I said, we've got a year to go, so what happens is they report on something and you're like, that's pretty cool. Then you forget about it for like 8 or 9 months, then again, it pops up in the news when it's nearing completion. So I guess maybe at that time, I'll have another video coming up, so stay tuned. Maybe you'll subscribe and you'll be back in like 8 or 9 or 10 months or something if this is what you subscribe for. And hopefully I got a video out of nothing here. And if you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.